Good morning. I'm going to keep this relatively short because I do have to head to class in literally a couple minutes. But, I figured I got a couple minutes. I'll do like the little intro, whatever. So, obviously today is bench and 2-count bench, pause deadlifts. We're just going to see how things go. Recovery is not as good as it could be. That's also kind of expected after going a little bit harder than I should have on squats, belt squats, weighted dips, just overall just went a little bit harder yesterday, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. So overall recovery is lacking just a little bit. So we are going to pull back slightly today. I don't want to say pull back, but like just make sure that we're hitting things where we should be hitting things, and not, going too heavy today. So we're just gonna see how things go. If I have to go lighter than normal, I'll go lighter than normal. That is all A-okay with me, especially when recovery is down. So again, we'll just see how things go. I have to get to class, and then I have a lab after that, and that's where, after that lab is when I'll do my bench like normal, and then I'll go back to my classes, and we will deadlift tonight. So I do have a 2-count pause at 6 on bench. We're probably looking at like 165, maybe 170 if we're feeling really good again, or not even really good, but just bench is feeling good. Typically I would say, we're gonna hit 170 and that's it, but kind of just have to see how things are feeling. And then pause deadlifts, we usually go up to 300. However, we might just call it at like 290 I don't really know. Again, we have to see how we feel. And we obviously don't want to overdo it too much, to the point where we're trying to play catch up this entire week. So, and tomorrow is an early morning, so if I can kind of help myself just a little bit and pull back on this day, not only pull back and make it faster, like get through my sessions quicker, but also just pull back and reduce some of that recovery that's needed. That'll be great. So then we can feel better tomorrow, and it'll just be overall great. But that being said, I have to leave to get to class, and then we'll be benching. I may or may not do like a recap after bench. If I don't, I'll just make a longer one on my drive home, and we'll be good. So I'm gonna get going.
How many was that?
What?
How many was that?
8.
Are you sure?
Okay. I obviously just finished up deadlifts and they were pretty good. I took 305 for my first set of 3. Actually failed the 3rd rep, which based off of reps 1 and 2 I shouldn't have. I locked out a little bit early, was a little bit on my heels. So I don't want to say a misgroove, because at the end of the day, like, regardless, in my opinion, regardless of whether it's execution or strength, a miss is a miss. Did it feel like a typical overshoot where, you know, the weight was just too heavy? No. It was more of a technical overshoot, technical miss. So, you know, there's, you know, got to just take things as they are, and I guess learn from things. So I made corrections and took 300 for a second top set, and it moved just how, you know, it should have. It actually might have moved a little bit easier than it should have for that second triple, because I have 2 top sets, I guess, and then, you know, 1 back off. So, you know, that second set moved pretty much just how it should have based off of programming. So pretty happy with that. Did my RDLs. I actually controlled the weight this time and didn't cheat myself. So, you know, good there. And yeah, like the RDLs were, you know, even though I controlled them more, they didn't really realistically feel too much harder. I didn't breathe as much, especially on that second set. So that is one thing that I do have to, you know, take into consideration and I guess work on, maybe just breathing at the top, or like letting the bar settle a little bit more and then breathing. That being said, 190 moved. We had control. Just did really good on those. Really happy with those, and we'll go up next week. I don't know how much. We might go 200. We kind of got to see. And then lat pull down. I did 200 pounds, I think, for 3 sets of 10. I believe I only recorded 2 because I started doing those while I was still doing the stiff leg deadlifts, RDLs, whatever you want to call them. So I believe I only recorded 1 set of those, which, you know, not that mad about. It'll probably help make things a little bit shorter.
Yeah. I actually didn't do a recap after bench this morning. Not even this morning. It was like around noon. So bench went really well. Pretty happy with the way it moved. It felt really good. I actually ended up having to retake my my top set because I don't want to say I was stupid, but I took the first attempt without getting a handoff. Now, I don't need the liftoff for the actual up part. It's mainly the out, like making sure that I get it out far enough. And if I don't get that liftoff, I tend to set up further back and then I hit the rack, which is exactly what happened today on the first 170. So I set up, I don't unrack the bar far enough, and when not only do I hit the rack when I press the bar, I actually clip the rack on my right side when I went down with the bar. So I start to like go down, and as soon as I move down, like the bar goes down just a little bit, it hits the rack. Now it didn't throw me off too much, but then I hit the rack, when I go to press, and yeah. So it moved all right, which is why I was okay with like, okay, we got this. I can load it up again, get a handoff, and we'll be good to go. Like, I wasn't worried about it because it moved just fine. I did go 170, which is heavier than I was expecting. Pause on the second one was a little short, but it was also the second one. So maybe to be expected a little bit, but bench actually felt really, really good. So that is a win. Took back offs a little bit lighter, just so I could move through them a little bit quicker. And get out of there before I have to go back to, or had to go back to class or anything like that. So, yeah, overall, sessions today were pretty solid. Definitely am not going to complain. I know what I have to do on deadlifts. I mean, I executed after the fact, which is always a great sign. Like, being able to recognize what you did wrong and then correct it like immediately with very, very similar loads, like not having to drop the weight drastically or at all. I mean, I did slightly just because it was reps. If I had a single, I'm taking that same weight and we're smoking it. But because it was reps, paused, I wanted to dial in the pause and really not overdo it. So, yeah, being able to like recognize what happened and then make that correction on the spot and really be able to adjust is huge. So, wins all around. Let's see, what else? Oh, I guess video that was supposed to come out, I guess today, which when you guys are seeing this, it'll be yesterday. Video for Monday, or Tuesday, that I recorded on Monday. Squats from this week, we'll just go with that. That video, I have no idea what happened. I edited the whole thing, and I export it from, I edit in CapCut. I export the whole thing, and it took forever, like, almost 2 hours, and the video was like 30 minutes, which is a long video. I did a lot of talking in that, but I've had videos similar length. I cannot speak. And they did not take nearly that long to export, so I don't know what happened. And then I go to look at it afterwards, at this point I'm in class, whatever, and it's still going. I get out of class, I'm about to go do my deadlifts, and I look at the video, and it's like, I have like the first clip, the intro clip, whatever, and then after that, it's just like this green screen for the entire thing. You still have the audio, but the actual recording, the actual video is not there. So at that point, it's already like 8 o'clock because I just gotten out of class and today's like my late day. So I was like, you know what? I don't have time to try to re-export this. I got to get to the gym. I got to do my deadlifts. I got to get home because I got to be up at 4:45 tomorrow for work. So we're just not going to have a video today. That's okay with me. So no video for this week's primary squat. Again, not too mad about it. You know, things happen, obviously. If I didn't have to be up at 5 tomorrow for work, probably would have tried to stay up, re-export, and like post it before midnight. But I am just gonna get home, go to sleep, and we will be good. So yeah. With that being said, I'm going to wrap this up here because I'm driving home, and we will be back tomorrow for SSB squats. Right? No, tomorrow's primary bench. So we'll see how that goes. Bench is feeling decent. So, but we're gonna just try to keep things moving how they should be, and just make it move regardless of what the weight is. Realistically, we should be looking at somewhere in like maybe around 180, maybe into the 400s. We got to see, but I want to make it move fast. So we'll have to see what is in the cards for that. But I'm feeling pretty good, and just got to get home, eat, and get some sleep tonight. Long day tomorrow, but after that it's pretty smooth sailing. You guys can't even see me. My ISO is not high enough. So I guess that is a sign to wrap it up here for tonight, and we'll be back tomorrow for some primary bench.